Colson Bassett was named after one of the squires, Mr. Henry Martin. The village itself took its name from the estate landowners. The Colson part dates back to before the Domesday Book, where the ton or settlement belonged to a Saxon or Scandinavian named Cole. The Bassett part refers to the wealthy Norman family. Upon researching, the small rural village of over 1,000 years old should have had many historical facts to call upon, but the sheer lack of any confirmed historical documentation was in itself mysterious. St Mary's Church, a religious site which can be traced back to the early 12th century, had had its fair share of change, including the village that surrounded it, but no longer exists, as it vanished around 1349. This is believed to be due to a plague. Since then, the village moved, leaving the church and lands isolated. The church dedicated to St Mary is an ancient edifice with south aisle, chancel and low tower, which used to house an excellent peal of 5 musical bells, none of which remained, but to this day locals still tell tales of them being heard ringing across the valley. The church, deemed too big, was reduced in size 500 years after it was originally completed. 200 years later, in the 14th century, legend has it that the gargoyles were built on the church by 2 imps that Satan sent down, and rumour began that the legendary Black Monk of St Mary's was in fact Satan himself. Furthermore, there were unconfirmed reports of satanic rituals taking place in the underground tunnels that included human and animal sacrifices. Is this why Colson Bassett remains a small populated village to this day? In 1604, the village was hit again with another plague, this time taking the lives of 83 people. The village, now cut off from all other villages, was left in isolation to deal with its own pandemic, and yet there are not 83 graves or more. Where are these souls buried, or were their bodies destroyed prematurely? Fast forward to the present day, and the G.S.I team have come to investigate this intriguing church ruin built on a foundation of limestone that is known as a geoconductor. And tonight we hope to capture the spirits from the last 1,000 years in one night. Will the team see the mysterious candle lights that have been seen from inside the church ruins? Will they hear the disembodied voices that previous investigation groups have reportedly heard and fled in fear from? And will they hear or see the legendary Black Monk ringing the bells of St Mary's one last time? Let's speak to some of the team about the Black Monk of St Mary's and tonight's location.
So with regards to the Black Monk that's allegedly sighted here, actually further research shows it could be more demonic. So there's 2 accounts from the legend of this being actually linked to Satan himself from about the 4th century. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. There's going to accounts of this could potentially be a portal as well. So tonight, who knows, we could get a demon, we could get the monk. Let's wait and see what happens.
Well, due to previous times that we've been here as a team, we've always had plenty of activity. Cat balls, REM pods have always been active. It's a strange place. I'm expecting a lot, and the last time that I was here and we came with the team, I actually got affected to the point of where I was ill and had to be taken out of the investigation. So yeah, I'm hoping for big things tonight, so fingers crossed the Black Monk comes out to play.
The team began the investigation by installing a lock-off camera directly underneath the bell tower, then moved on to a series of baseline tests from around the location, the results of which will be up on your screen shortly.
Reading 0, but I wouldn't expect any more. It's not like we're around any major electricity, all our phones are off, so it won't affect it. I think if we head down this way and just do a quick arc, see what's going off away from the church. I've still got nothing on the K2 at all, still 0.
What about temperatures, James?
Going from 10 to 10.5 and down to 7.
Okay.
So as we're moving out, it's getting colder and colder.
Not even a blip on this one though.
So I've got nothing on here, so for the camera, absolutely 0 on there. Ignore the temperature gauge on there because it picks up body heat as well because I'm holding it, so that's why we've got the zapper as well.
Well, we've just set up a REM pod in the bell tower, and just outside here, Rob wants to come through. Just set up a REM pod down here as well. Motion censored, so if something goes near it, it'll set that off. We have had that particular location go off before. Fingers crossed.
Can you say hello? say?
This time we're not.
I heard that.
Why not this time?
Very rare you get 4 words together as well, it's normally just 1 or 2. So I thought
Are there any spirits here with us now?
What we should do.
What we should do. Tell them to do something.
Can you come forward and show yourself?
Can you make the lights for this device more
Due to present it.
visible up? You should be able to use your energy to make the lights visible.
Is there a monk here with us?
I got the flip yellow.
Is there?
Yep. That's the lights we've got.
Are there any demons here with us?
No demons.
I'm no demon, it said.
That was clear as day, that.
Are you a religious figure? You get that? Yeah.
Done it a couple of times already now.
Will you show yourself tonight?
I remember you, John. I remember myself and Ralph coming down here and having a nice chat with you. Are you okay? Could you make the lights go up if you are? Apart from being dead, obviously. John, is there any other spirits here with us? Can you make the lights go up for me, please, if there is? Is there still a dark entity on these premises? There is. Whereabouts is it, John, at the moment? Is it here? Is it still on the site at the moment?
I can definitely hear something here. There's a good possibility it's just an animal and that. But I can definitely hear
sounds
something.
like an animal. John, is there a portal on these premises as well? Is there a doorway where the spirits can come in and out?
Did anyone else hear that tap? It could
Yep.
be the houses at the back.
No, that's what I'm hearing from that. Right behind me.
It did sound a little bit close though, didn't it?
Can you tap again if that was you?
A bit
Flickering.
more of a flicker there.
And I heard a branch snap over there.
John, whereabouts is the portal?
What about John?
Are you John?
Does it have a name?
Do you have a name?
Are you a demon?
Are you a demon?
Black monk. Ask if it's the black monk, John.
You know when Buttons nibbles your hair?
Yeah.
Just had that feeling on the top of my head.
Whereabouts?
Right there. You know when
Okay.
you've just got out of the shower and he's like nibbling and it's like that slight pull.
Is that why you looked up to the side just then?
Put your
Yeah.
head down a second.
You just feel you're trying to build a bit of energy up. Use our energies. Just move the planchette then, just move the planchette just to let us know that you're here. Doesn't matter where to, just move it to start off with, wherever you feel comfortable. D. Okay. You can try and spell something else, are you?
This
E.
goes to M. Shut it down, Ralph.
R. E.
Derek.
Derek.
Derek. Wow.